Hey YouTubers, Neil Neil's Coins. Got a couple new purchases to show you. A couple of Washington quarters. This is the second time I've tried to make this video without some technical difficulties. But first off, to show you, I have a proof Washington quarter. These are for my album. I'm going to show you my album here in a minute. But first off, I have a 51 proof Washington quarter. Real nice coin. I want you to pay attention to some things. I'm fixing to show you another quarter here in a second. But you see how reflective that is? You can actually almost see me in the background. What you're seeing is my stand that I've made for this camera or my phone to sit on. Just pay attention to that for a second, or just take a mental picture of that, or memory. 1951 proof Washington quarter PR65. Proof 65 is the grade. According to NGC, this coin's worth retail about $56. I did not give $56 for it. It come across the auction block. Real nice coin. This coin will be, I'm going to take this coin out of the holder, and it will be going into my Washington quarter book, only because I could not find one raw, uncertified. I've looked and looked and looked. Sometimes you have to do this. I will keep the paperwork, the little paper, and keep it with the album so they'll know that this coin was a 65 later on if it's needed. Same thing on the back. It's real reflective. Okay, I want to zoom in. You remember the proof-like fields because it's proof. And if you look on a proof coin, there is a reason why I'm showing you this. If you look on a proof coin, you see that little line right there? All your proof coins have like a real sharp edge on them because they're struck twice. All the lettering is real nice and bold and sharp edges on that. This is my little trusty pointer here. I'm not worried about touching it too much because it's coming out of this holder. But you can see the reflection. This thing is like mirror. You can see the knife in the background. In God we trust. Same thing on the reverse. You got the really reflective mirror fields. You can see the knife. You can see the reflection. There is some frost to this, a little bit of cameo appearance. Now, another thing to pay attention to, make a mental note of this. You see where this is olive branch comes together. See how bold and real nice and everything. Everything's real sharp, nice, beautiful. The reason I'm showing this is because I have another Washington quarter that I got from the same person I got this from. He's supposed to be a 1957 proof coin. He swears he took it out of a proof set. Very smart individual. I don't doubt that he did, but this coin is not a proof, and I'm going to show you why. Alright, first off, you remember I told you the edge. Now this first line you see here is not the line that I was showing you. If you look on, let me go back here. That is this line here. Then you're supposed to have a flat area. Then you're supposed to have that real sharp line. Back to this one. You don't have anything. You have the flat and then it's just an edge. That's the number one telltale that this is not a proof. But it's obvious just looking at it. This is not a proof coin. You remember I was talking about how sharp the, I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more. The numbers, they're real bold. They're real nice and bold, but you can tell In God We Trust is kind of muted a little bit. Muted a little bit here. It's just not as sharp. Everything is just sharp. In the fields, so you can't even see the night. Now you see it on the cellophane, but you can't see it on the coin, the reflection, like you did in the other coin, on the other coin. And another thing, you see all these hits here, here. This is definitely a business strike coin. Same thing on the back. I told you to pay attention right here. See how flat that is? It don't have the curvature of the other coin. Let's just go back. See how nice it is? Round and not flat at all right there. How flat it is. How muted. Now this is a real nice coin. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Everything is just not, it's definitely not a proof coin. The fields ain't right. Everything is just not right. Does that hurt the value of the coin? No, I didn't give it $6 for this thing. It's probably a $20 coin with the toning, possibly more. I send it up and have it graded, because there is some golds and yellows and greens and purples and blues, all kind of colors going on here. And this camera don't show it. This is one of those coins you just got to see in person to appreciate it. I was considering putting this coin in place of my other 57 business strike, but I believe the one I have in my album is better than this one, far as not having the damage, the hits on the fields. But just beware, educate yourself and beware of things like this. But when you see 100,000 quarters in your life, you'll know what's what. All right, now I'm going to try to attempt to show you my Washington quarter album that this coin will be broke out and go in. Now this album is pretty good size. I am going to attempt to take you off my stand, and we're going to look at this thing and try not to, sorry about the shadow. I don't know if you remember last time. This is all I like. Those 7 coins. That one's $1,500. That one might take me a while to get in BU. But 32 all the way across. Now that 32S is kind of expensive. It has some toning on it. But all of these are uncirculated. They're all kind of different grades, from 60 to on up. Like I said, I'm sorry about this shadow, but I'm just going to try to go through. Maybe if I zoom out a little bit. There we go. First page, like I said, I like 7. 40D is expensive. 36D is expensive. 38D is kind of expensive. And what I mean by expensive, they're $100 quarters, or that one's $300. That one's a couple hundred. That one's a couple hundred. $100.50, $100.50. Those are $100.50 a piece. That one's, like I said, $1,500 in BU. The 32D. 34's, couple hundred. This front page is the most expensive page. Second page, 40. I'm just kind of skimming through these. There is some expensive coins in here. This page, they're all in the $25 range, I guess. Some of your San Franciscos are in the $45 range and higher, as far as the grade goes. Real nice. I think that one is, this 48 is uncirculated, but I think it has been dipped. It just don't pop like it should. I may replace that one later on. All right, we're in the 50s. That one's got some toning, which I don't mind that. 54. All these are in the $20, $25 range. 54S is the last San Francisco business strike. Next page, we're getting into the 60s. That one seems to have turned itself over. This is an older book. I have a brand new one. Once I complete this, I will be transferring every one of these into the new album. And these, they got cellophane. Those things kind of distort too. All right. 64 days, the last 90% silver coin. And then it goes to clad. 65, 6, 7, 8, and then 8D. If you notice, there's no mint marks in 65, 66, and 67. That's a whole different educational video there I can do for you later on. See, now these are all clad. They are not silver. Really nice uncirculated coins. Next page. Clad. All right, now these are all the bicentennial coins. You got your two clad. Now this was just a blank page from here down, but I'm gonna try to explain it. You got P&D mint mark. You got P&D mint mark, which is clad, and then you have a 40% silver business strike and proof silver San Francisco's, and then you had a clad proof right here. It's got some kind of weird toning going on it, but it's definitely uncirculated, and it's got a cameo finish. It's a little bit frosted on the head and neck there. And then you got your 4 SMSs. You got 64, 65, 66, 67, the 64 being the hardest to find. Now this back page is where this coin will be going. It belongs right here. This is another blank page, but I decided to go ahead and do the proofs. 64, 63, 2, 1, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 4, 3, and 2. The 51 coin will go there. I did go ahead and run across a 41. So once I get to 51, then I'll get a 50. Then it jumps to 42, 41, 40, and then so on to 36. The 36 first year is expensive. It's not terribly expensive, but It's the most expensive one. But just wanted to share that with you, share my book. I've been working on it probably 6 or 7 months now, a little bit at a time. If you like this kind of stuff, please like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. If you got any comments, let me know. Don't just feel free to leave a comment. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.